Um, so I just recently came back from a business trip where our agency, Black Dog Marcom, was the marketing partner for a user tech conference. And it was a great experience, gave us a lot of exposure. It was a really wonderful opportunity. And one of the programs that we spearheaded was a sponsored testimonials video campaign. This campaign gave the sponsors who were investing in participating in the event a voice while we got the opportunity to capture a lot of positive commentary about the organization that was my client. So I noticed on your LinkedIn that you've launched a customer advocacy program through a multimedia customer story collection and distribution platform. So I'm not sure if that's the product for the company that you were working for, if this was something special, but could you tell us a little bit about that process and the target audience that you were aiming for? And then just maybe tie in some other answers around, so was the platform for clients? Was it a repository for, like, say, your case studies? And then, so what was the bigger outcome after you did this project?
Thank you for asking. So this is really one of my favorite types of marketing to do is customer testimonials. I think they are so relevant to my journalism experience, getting interviews from customers, and I think they're one of the most compelling forms of marketing. So for this project, I was working at Lexia, which is an educational technology company focused on literacy. I was hired primarily to write case studies, and my first year there, I was writing these case studies and putting them together, gathering them up, finding the customers to talk to me, gathering the data for them, and I was able to produce 10 case studies in a year, and that seemed very slow. These case studies took months to develop because of all of the permissions you had to get, all of the different aspects involved. And so, at the end of the year, I had 10, and I said, there must be some better process. There must be some way to speed this up because it's such a valuable, content piece. Um, I found a platform called Slap5. I'm a big fan. And the Slap5 platform allows you to gather video testimonials, and your customers can upload them remotely, or you can do an interview on Zoom like we're doing here, and cut up clips that you can then use in different marketing materials. And the platform helps you organize all of these materials along with the customer that it's attached to. And so I implemented this at Lexia. And so instead of those 10 case studies in a year, with this system, I was able to get 150 video clips in a year. So I was extremely proud of that.
Wow.
And the target audience for at Lexia was administrators at schools and districts who had the power to purchase technology and curriculum. And so the sales team at Lexia loved it. This was the outcomes. Really, the sales team loved it. They were able to use it in their sales conversations. They were able to take a customer, a prospect that they were talking to, and match a very similar story from a very similar, type of school, or someone in the same state, or someone in a similar job title position, so they could really match them up and share that with their prospects. So they're sharing a very relevant story that's going to resonate with them. So that was very helpful. The sales team loved that. And we were also able to use these clips in various emails, social media campaigns, and things like that. We also were able to use it as a repository of customer advocates who then we could tap for opportunities like speaking opportunities or media interviews where we needed a customer. And we had all of this information organized. And so I'm very proud that the system that I set up is still in place 4 years later.